Everybody has memberships. I've been told over and over I need to do it. I got some custom little emojis made, all types of fun stuff coming up. So, and I got someone in here, Austin. Uh oh. It's a little glitchy. For some reason, you look good in this little one, but okay, it's a little bit better now. Hi, Austin.
Hello.
Guys, Austin, you want to tell them about yourself real quick and
I,
why you called in?
I'm Austin Holloman. I'm in Dallas, Texas, and I'm here to influence men to stop dating in the United States altogether and get your passports because it's that bad out here.
Is that bad out here? So, guys, somehow I got. Uh oh, hold on, it's a little echo noise. Let me see. I may have to mute you in between. So, guys, all right. So, I stumbled across his channel. It was, you know how YouTube just recommends you channels, and I came across his content, and I watched a video by him that says, I think it was like 10 reasons or a certain number of reasons why you should stop dating in the United States. So, I found this interesting because I hear this so much from different guys. I've recommended it to certain guys as well, but I wanted to just have this quick conversation. I'm going to take callers tonight, guys, but I want to have this quick conversation because I think it'd be interesting. I think a lot of men have heard these talking points, understand this, but I do not think most of us women understand this. So, Austin, you are 23, right?
Yes.
Now, at 23, that's an early age to give up completely on the US. Now, I've heard guys once they've gone through divorce or they're a certain age, or they don't have any luck with getting women here, like it's just a difficult situation for whatever reason. But I would think a guy like you wouldn't have any issues.
I would have thought that too.
What are your issues you would say with dating here?
I'm not very good at playing texting games. I don't do well with flakes. I don't do well with masculine women. I don't do well with women with bad hygiene as well.
Okay, so you think wait, hold on. Wait. We're going to back it up. And thank you for my super chat. Nature Hill says we need more black women like you. Uh I appreciate that. I do appreciate guys, every time when you guys say that stuff like that, I don't know how to respond. I'm really weird with stuff like I am socially awkward. If y'all don't know this, but I am socially awkward, so I don't know how to respond. But I appreciate that because I don't want to look like I'm putting down other women or you know what I mean. So anyway, but the hygiene part.
Hmm.
What's up with the hygiene?
I would hope you would have the answer.
No, I'm trying to. What have you come across that's been bad hygiene,
Uh,
and that's specific to the U.S. And you're saying women in other countries they don't have these hygiene issues.
I haven't ran into it yet.
What are those issues?
Off pH,
Off pH. So is it like
fish.
it smells like fish?
Yes.
What are the ages of the women you're dealing with that
Uh,
you've dealt with in the U.S.?
it's more of that in the younger age bracket, but I mean, there's no real excuse for that. You have access to the internet. I mean, if I was a woman and I smelled like that, I would do something about it.
So, but you would say across the board, how many times have you run into that?
I don't know.
But enough that it turns you off from U.S. women.
That's one reason.
Okay, that's what I just find that the funniest. I just find that this like hilarious because I think women need to hear it. That's why I'm trying to get like a good description of this for you. You're saying the hygiene is off. They'll look really good, but they just not taking care of themselves.
Oh, the teeth will be white and everything. Yeah.
Everything's perfect. On a DB11, thank you. Hey, boo, DB11. Hey, you two, wifey. Oh, Lord. Keep up the work. We still got wedding plans to make. LOL. DB, if you don't stop, you a hot mess. I, I love my trucker. I love my truckers, though, guys. All right. So, all right, let's just take two women, right? One is
Mhm.
American. One is, what's your preferred country to date in?
Brazil right now.
Okay, so Brazil. You know what's crazy? What state do you live in?
Texas.
Okay. I was going to say, I don't know how many of you guys have actually come to like Florida, especially where I'm at in Orlando, Tampa. I like all my neighbors are Brazilian.
Mhm.
I mean, it's just a huge international place. My daughters go to a school with Brazilians, Arabs, Chinese, Korean. Like this is the biggest melting pot. And I've lived in New York. This is the most integrated melting pot I have ever lived in, and I absolutely love it. Um, so, as a thing, have there are pockets of Brazilian women here in the U.S.
Yeah,
Have
but
you?
you don't go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You don't want to associate with them once they get back here.
Why? Why would you say that?
Because they're on the poison soil. They can fall victim to the culture and the typical green card switch up that people say. I think that's more so of them adapting to U.S. culture and not coming over here with the intent of. I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but I just think it's so much of. If I move to Brazil, eventually I would adapt some of their characteristics, and I think that's what happened when women come here from other countries.
Okay, because I have had Brazilian guys reach out to me and tell me the same thing about their women there. I've literally, I mean, I can show the messages of guys, and I actually had one video I did really well in Brazil because the guys are just like, you need to come to Brazil and do a tour and talk to these women down here. Why do you think they have a problem with the women there, but maybe American men don't?
I don't know, but I have heard Brazilian women say that there are pH problems, but I just haven't ran into them. And in the United States, it's
Not
normalized.
no, no, not pH. I mean problems with the women, with the attitudes, the entitlement, that type of
Entitlement.
thing. That's what they will say. They say it's running rampant and it's really, really bad for them.
Oh, they must
And
be.
I'm sure it's not like here. It's not like here. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
not get
yeah.
it twisted.
Yeah,
Let's
maybe
not get
I'm
it
listening.
twisted.
Maybe
It's
they're
not.
just not used to it.
Now, let me go back to my example. If there was a woman, they twins, one was here in the US, pH, everything's good, and the Brazilian woman. Why you would say the Brazilian woman you would choose because she's less masculine, more what would you say?
She's just overall more feminine, better hygiene, typically on average more beautiful.
Really more beautiful. Okay. So, do you think that is there any way you would ever date back in the US?
No,
Really? Do you plan on moving to Brazil?
I'm on my way out. As soon as YouTube grows a little more, I'll be making these videos from Brazil or somewhere else.
Guys, this is what women need to hear, guys, because now we have, I mean, guys of all ages are feeling this way about the US. Do you think there's anything that could change your mind about US women? I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just picking your brain right now. So don't think I'm trying to criticize or change what he's doing. I'm just trying to get this information out.
The way I was looking, I don't really see anything switching my mind.
Wow, really? Okay.
Mm.
So, being down there in Brazil, do you plan on you going to get married, just stay there long term? Because you say if bringing a woman back here, she's going to get out of pocket.
I plan to stay there long term, but I'm gonna keep traveling to make sure that that's where I want to stay permanently. I'm only 23, so I don't want to permanently move there yet. But next year I'll be doing a lot of traveling, a lot more than I did this year.
Okay. And have you had like an American girlfriend before?
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
have had an American girlfriend. How long ago was that?
That was it. Ended in 2020, February.
Uh oh. I think you just froze on me for a second. Can you hear me? Uh oh, he froze, guys. I was about to ask him some good questions. Thank you for my super chat, George Tidwell. Appreciate it. And hey TJ, keep pressing. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. And guys, shout out to my moderators, the Harmony Pill, Jerry Bargety tonight. I appreciate you guys. And TJ, if you guys don't know, she is a friend of Kevin's from high school and college, and she has a YouTube channel. So make sure you're checking her out. Um, so all right, can you hear me? Oh no, he came back for a second. It glitched up again. Is that me or you? You guys can
It
still
was
see
doing
me?
yesterday, so it might.
Oh, yeah, it's glitching. Shoot. It's glitching. No! All right, TJ, I'm a pause for a second with you, and I'm gonna see. I'm gonna talk to somebody else, and I'm gonna see if I can get you back in here. Oh wait.
Okay.
Heck, it came up for a second. You know what? What you could do? Can you hang up and then call right back in, and I'm gonna see if it fixes that.
Hmm.
All right. All right, guys. So this is interesting because I see a growing number of men wanting to travel to date because they're fed up with the US. What's difficult for an American woman to do the same. A lot of women will say, well, I'll just do the same. It does not translate the same way in other countries. Why? Because if you think the US as a woman, if you feel as though men aren't doing this, men are misogynistic, men are patriarchal, men are this, that, and the other, just go to other countries and date. And I will tell you for a fact, it's very difficult for women to do that same thing. And I know, it's hard to believe, or you don't want to believe it, or maybe that upsets you. But the fact is, men do have more options globally than women do, and especially American women, because, uh, there are issues here. Oh, there it is. It's fixed. It's pretty now. It's pretty. All
Right.
right. So, all right. So 2020, you guys broke up. Did you start after that? What catapulted you to travel to travel and date after that, or did you do it before that?
I didn't do it before that. I tried to date the entire 2020. It was all right. I mean, I didn't have a problem getting women, but the women that I was attracted to, they seemed to play a lot of games, like a lot of sabotaging games. And after a while, that becomes pointless. And I knew I should have some sort of better result, so I got that when I went overseas.
Okay. Kevin Marshall, thank you for my super chat. It says U.S. women got the box. Wait, what that mean? Like, because box could mean a lot. The box, or
He's talking
what
about
box?
this box.
Oh, what's that box?
That's an inside joke from my channel.
Oh, okay. We're like we like Curious George when we pop out.
Well, he has a wind up battery, is what we call it.
Ah, okay, okay. All right. I like that. I'm glad I know that. All right. So after that, you decided to travel. What convinced you to travel? Did you go on forums? Did you watch videos? How did you do that?
I always knew I wanted to meet Brazilian women, and the American women were pushing me away with all the games and the extra stuff that made it harder to just deal with them. So I started getting on YouTube, and I saw all the other dudes that do what I do now, and it pretty much sold me.
Okay. All right. And so your first trip to was Brazil the first place you visited? Or did you
Yes,
visit a couple? Okay. And have you visited other countries?
I am here soon, but I can't announce it because my critics are trying to get me hurt when I go to the country. So
Really?
yeah,
They're trying to cancel you?
I don't know what they're trying to do, but that's not going to stop me.
How are they trying to stop you? You can't stop another person from traveling and doing what they want to do. They think
They're
they can do that?
they're trying to incite violence on me. Yes, yeah,
Dudes? Women or men?
dudes, yeah, dudes.
You know what's funny? I found the same thing. I thought I would get a lot of hate from women when I started my channel. I actually had the same as you. I had men that decided to hate on me on this channel, and I've really had no real pushback from women or women coming after me in any kind of way. Why are they going after you?
That's a good question.
They're just mad that you can travel and they can, or their feelings are hurt.
I think a little bit of everything.
Okay. Yeah, I honestly, guys, it's not been the women. It is You will get a lot of hate from men. I don't know who these men are, but for some reason they get in their feelings about people living their life and doing something on the internet that they don't like, and so they decide to be douchebags. All right, so you went to Brazil. Your first experience there, meeting the women there, was it like you had a plethora of women? Did you just go out and meet women? Was it like how did you do that?
I had something lined up. One person, well, two people lined up for when I got there,
Mhm.
just to meet. But the approaching women, that aspect was completely different. So it was a lot of women there. It was a plethora of women there, yes. But just the easygoingness, it was day and night. You could approach them, and even if you got, it's not a utopia. You're not gonna not get rejected. But if you got rejected, it didn't seem like you just knew, okay, maybe she's just not interested here. It doesn't seem like that. It seems like something might be wrong with you, and you can only do so much self improvement and change your approach so many ways.
Okay, so I mean, I can see what you're saying like that, because a lot of men say the women, and I've seen it, when they reject a guy, it's just they can be really nasty about it, really cold, almost offended, or just say something rude. Is that what you would get here?
Yes, or they just look at you like you're crazy.
Really? And the Brazilian women, how would they reject? Is it more just like, oh no,
Yeah, it's like, oh no, or they
oh,
would just ignore you, and that's fine too.
okay, so that's fine too. So then once you got down there, there was a lot of options of women. They seemed friendlier, I'm
Hmm.
sure, more feminine. One thing you mentioned was that the women don't really wear makeup like that down there, that I saw in your video.
Yeah, a handful of them. There's a handful of them.
All right, so for you, you like that natural look, like with no makeup, and here women are just like caked up in makeup.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right, this is just interesting. This is really interesting to me. Do you guys have any questions for this? Because I hold up, shame, insults, and guilt. Who and the need to be right? Who is that? Me, him, or are you just saying the women here, or what are you putting it out there as? Um, they got Afro Brazilians. Yes, actually, do you know the largest population out of Black people outside of the continent of Africa is Brazil, not the U.S. Guys, believe it or not. So there's actually more Black people there than there are here. Fun fact, in case you guys don't know. All right, so one of the things that I don't know if you've ever thought about long term, and I want to challenge you with this, is that do you know the custody laws in Brazil? If you were to have a child with a Brazilian woman,
No, I'm not in. I'm not ready for that yet, so I haven't studied it. But
I would tell you to be aware of it. There is a very famous case that was on Dateline. It's been all over the place. In Brazil, the mother, if you were to, she would actually get full custody of a child. Actually, it was a woman. They got married in Brazil, came back here, American guy. She ended up leaving him, took the child to Brazil, and he could not get his child back for quite a few years. Have you ever looked into some of those mechanics of how those systems work down there?
no. But like I said, I'd be relocating. So
Okay, so I would challenge people to, I would challenge men to look at the not just dating, but the full law of everything that's there, because there are there are things in other countries where it all I say is all that glitter is not gold, and I want people to be as informed as possible. And in fact, I would love it if some of the guys could do videos on this and actually talk about it, and maybe some of the protections and things you can get, because this was a big deal, and actually it's happened to quite a few dudes dealing in Brazil. Does that sway you at all, or is that something for you to think about?
not at all. I mean, what you're getting from the woman is better for that risk. Yeah.
Really? That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's shocking to me. All right, guys, do you have any questions for him? Anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions? Any questions? Nobody has any questions. Was there anything else you want to say? Because I just thought it was, guys, and check out his channel, Austin Holman. Check out his channel if you are a guy that's interested in this. And also, I think women, I think you should open your eyes to it, instead of a lot of women just automatically criticize or say this guy is trying to traffic women or deal with poor women, because it's easy and it's not as challenging, that women see it as though, oh, these dudes can't make it here, so they're going down there. What do you have to say to like women who have that kind of ideal?
They're
Not that
part.
you care, not that you care what they think, but if you had a response.
They say that because they're part of the problem.
That's what you would tell. Like, pretend I'm saying that to you. Well, you just can't make it here. You can't keep up with us American women. You just want some poor woman that's just looking for a come up.
And that's why I'm leaving because you think like that.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to bait him into something. He will not be baited into anything right now, but that's all good. All right, guys, I'm gonna get to the next caller. But any other thing you want to say? You want to shout out your channel and everything that you got going on over there?
Join the Facebook group. It's Enlightened Western Men. If you are interested in traveling overseas to date women, we are also teaching you how to make money overseas as well. We're not just teaching you to be a part-time traveler. We're teaching you to stay full-time. And remember to run to the post office and get your passport because it is that bad out here.
It is that bad, guys. At 23, he is tapping out of the U.S. I don't blame him. Well, thanks for calling in. It was good meeting you. Good talking to you. Hopefully, we could talk
Thank
again
you.
about this.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
All right, guys. That's I thought it was interesting because if I find interesting channels, I'm gonna ask you guys to call in so we can just have a conversation about things.